Our eyes to the outside world for a little bit. As the war in Ukraine enters its ninth month, humanitarian organizations from around the world have worked to bring aid to the war-torn nation. One of them, based right here in New Jersey, Hope for Ukraine, has provided critical food and supplies to the civilians who need them.
And joining us now is their founder and CEO, Yuri Boychko. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us this morning, Yuri.
Good to be here. Thank you.
So how much aid has your organization been able to deliver to Ukraine so far?
So far we have delivered 1,000 tons of humanitarian aid to Ukraine. From United States, we have shipped 300 tons of aid.
Wow.
That's incredible. Amazing. Yeah, absolutely. So what have been some of the biggest challenges in getting that aid to those people?
I mean, it's 24/7 work, because basically the way the aid gets it, we load like on the containers, like you see in the pictures here. It goes by ship to Poland. From there, it gets on a truck. It gets through the border to our facility in Lviv, Ukraine, to our warehouses. From there, we have our network of volunteers that we have over 100 all across Ukraine. They come with their vans. They take it to the most desperate parts of Ukraine. And then we have people on the ground there distribute that aid all across the country, yes.
Yeah, I mean, some of these areas under occupation have now been returned to Ukrainian control. But how do your volunteers, how do they deliver the aid to those areas when it's, such a catastrophic area?
I mean, this is a story on its own. Like, there are places like Irpin, there are places where we have to take food by boat. There are places where they use motorcycles because basically, there's a lot of roads that still have mines and stuff like that. So it's very dangerous. So a lot of these volunteers, they, it's a 50-50 chance for them to come out unharmed when they go to these areas. So, it takes a lot of preparations, a lot of logistics for them to know the right roads, to know the right people, so they can go in safely and return safely.
Yuri, do you find, I know, excuse me, when the war started, a lot of people who were wanting to help said money would actually be more helpful than sending food because it's such a challenge to physically transport something from the U.S. to Europe and into these zones. Is that still the case, or how can people help you? Is a food donation or a clothing donation better, or are monetary donations more useful because then you can literally just purchase something on the ground?
So, I mean, we need both, because, things that people donate here is what goes inside of these containers. But then on the other hand, we have to pay for shipping of these containers, which is not a cheap ticket as well. And also supply, like all these volunteers who come, we have to provide them supply them with a gas and stuff like that. So basically right now, all of the aid, like when the war started, we purchased over 660 tons of food in Europe at that time and brought it by truck to Ukraine. So like right now, everything that we purchase, we usually purchase as far as like immediate stuff, we purchase them in Europe, Western Europe, and then we get it because in Ukraine, the economy doesn't really work right now.
Right.
So because the country is 90% of the people that have no stable jobs. So there's not much you can actually buy on the ground there. So as far as what we purchase stuff either here or in Western Europe and then get it to Ukraine. So basically, to answer your question, there are both things I need, both the finances to get things to the people, as well as donations that people bring, clothing, hygiene products, non-perishable food, so on and so forth, yes.
How can people help and find out more information if they're watching this at home?
So they can go to our website, hfu.org or hopeforukraine.net. They're both kind of trying to transition from one to another. So on our website, we have a daily updates. Ever since the war started, we've been doing daily updates so people know exactly where the money goes, what impact they make. As far as I know, we are the only charity out there. They give you that kind of close look that you can go back by day by day, and scroll down to see exactly what impact your money and your donation have been made. So they can go there. There's information about where they can donate, where they can bring the in-kind donations. They can give online on our website. They can go on our Facebook page, Instagram, and donate there as well. Yeah.
Well, Yuri, this is a huge undertaking. We thank you for your work, and thank you for coming on and shedding some light on this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks again.